Oh, okay. I think we're recording again. All right. This is my third Andy video. And these stories, as I tell them, remind me of other stories. And so this is probably not one of my two favorite because those first two were my two favorite, but this one's up there. And I thought of it because that last story I told you was one of the only two times I ever physically hurt my brother. This is the other time. So up in Alaska, we spent a lot of time in the woods, and this must have happened when we first got to Alaska. So this would have been in 75. Yeah, 75. And we were staying at Hesch's building, which is I'm sure you know Hesch's building there. It's right after you cross, I think it's Beluga Lake. There's a huge building on the right-hand side. Well, that was Hesch Derrick who built that, and he was family friends. And so when we first got to Alaska, we had an 18-foot Shasta trailer, and he allowed us to park it there, and we lived there for a few months while he and my dad built the cabin. So anyway, Andy and I, that's where we started hanging out in the woods, and there were woods around there. And there was also some bluffs. So one time, he and I were out in the woods, and again, he's always just been so good in the woods, but we were out in the woods, and I was way high up on the bluff, and he was down on the beach, and he was like this big on the beach. That's how high up I was. He was tiny on the beach. And I'm walking along up there because, he was walking on the beach stuff, and I found a tire. Tires are kind of heavy, tires are kind of big, and the bluff was like pretty steep. It's not like a bluff you would have climbed up. Anyway, I see this tire, and I thought, well, this will be kind of fun. I mean, there's no chance I'll hit him. So I go to the top of the bluff. I go, Andy, and he looks up, and he's like, what? And I'm like, catch this. And I roll the tire off the bluff. Okay. Now, and he's down there like this big going, ho, 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 like you're going to get me, no way. And I'm like, well, of course, there's no way I can hit him from up here. Anyway, that tire goes boom, and it goes way over here and way over here. It's like 20, 30 feet back forth, but it kept correcting. It kept correcting amazingly, and it kept going down, gaining speed, this very heavy tire. And he's down there going, oh, but as it got closer and kept correcting, he started chucking and diving back and forth. And oh my gosh, that tire bowled him over. It just hit him right in the chest, knocked him down. And I was at the top thinking, I am going to die. He's going to kill me. This is not good. And sure enough, he gets up and he looks at me and he starts up the bluff. And I like take off into the woods, but I didn't stand a chance because he's Andy and he can track. Back then he could track things. I don't know how it was as he got older, but he caught hold of me and got hold of me, and I don't remember what happened then. I really don't. I blocked out a lot of stuff. But anyway, that was actually a good memory. That was the other time of two times where I actually did something that physically hurt my brother. And you're his kid, so you might think, well, I don't like to hear about my dad hurting, but it was kids play, right? So anyway, and trust me, the hurt came back. he evened the scale, I'm sure, more than the other way. But anyway, thanks for listening, and I think I should stop recording so I can find out if these are even working. So okay.